Hello and welcome to another HTML and CSS tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to look at how to create tables on a web page using HTML. Just before we get started though, I just want to say that tables should not be used for creating a website layout. So for your website layout you should be using divs or the other layout tags. Um, a lot of people used to use tables to create a layout for a web page. It's really not a good idea. So don't use tables for layouts, but you can use tables for displaying information in rows and columns. That's what it's used for, but not for website layouts. Okay, so to get started to create a table, we use the table tag. So we'll create an open table tag and then we'll close the table tag, and inside those two tags we're going to add the columns and the rows for our table. The first tag that we can use is an optional one, and that is the caption tag, and basically that just allows us to add a caption of whatever information is going to be displayed in this table. So for this table I'm going to put the current top selling games on Steam. So I'm just going to do the top 5. So I'm going to have their position and the game title and the developer. Okay, so I'm just going to put top selling games on Steam as the caption. Okay, so it's a little description about what this table has in it. Okay, so there's a few tags for adding rows and adding columns. So to add a row, we use the TR or table row tag. So TR stands for table row. So we add the TR tag to add a row in our table, and we can close that off as well. Oops. So close that table row tag off. And in the first row, the very top row of our table, we're going to add the actual, like the headings for each column. So we're going to use the TH tag to do that. So this is going to be the heading for our column. So we use the TH tag, and we'll add the first cell, or the first heading for the first column, and that's going to be rank. So close that tag off. We can add another one. So this will be in the second column, and that will be title. So we'll put the game title in there. And then the third and last one will be developer. So the name of the developer that makes that game. Okay, and that's all going to be in the top row. We can save that and open that in the browser. Okay, now this is what we have so far. So we've got the caption, and then we've got our individual headings for each column that's going to be displayed there, but there's no border yet. So what we can do is we can just go to the table tag and add a border of 1 pixel, save and refresh, and now we have a border around the table. Doesn't really look very nice, but we can style that later on using some CSS. So at the moment that'll be fine. Alright, we need to actually start adding information into the cells for this table. So we're going to add another row, and so in this row we will add the cells. So we'll add the first rank, which will be 1, and we'll add the first title, which will be, we have a look at this top sellers list, the first title will be Ark Survival Evolved, okay, and the developer is Studio Wildcard. So we're going to add that here in the first row of the table underneath the column. So between these, the open and closing table row or TR tags, we can add TD, which stands for table data. Okay, inside the first TD tag we'll add 1 for the rank. The second TD tag, so the next cell, will be Ark Survival Evolved. Close that tag off, and then the third cell, or in the third column, will be the developer, which is Studio Wildcard. Okay, save that. We can refresh. And there we go. Okay, so we've got rank 1, title, Ark Survival Evolved, and developer Studio Wildcard. Now we can add in our second title, so we need to add a new row using the TR tag. And inside those two TR tags, we can add the cells for the next row using those TD tags. So the first one will be the rank, which will be 2 for the second title. And that just happens to be Fallout 4, which was only just announced today, so it hasn't even been released yet. And the developer can go there as well in that third column. Okay, so we'll keep populating this table with more data. So here we're going to need another row, and we're going to add the third title. Oops. And this happens to be Grand Theft Auto 4 on PC. And the developer is Rockstar. Okay, so we can just copy and paste that. And so we're going to have a fourth one and then a fifth one. So we can just change, we can copy and paste and just modify those cells. So number 4, the fourth title was Lego Worlds, which was only just released. A bit of a Minecraft copier. And then The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Okay, so Lego Worlds. Developer was TT Games. And then number 5 is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Okay, and that developer CD Projekt, spelt with a K in there for some reason. Project Red. Alright, there we go. We can save that and we can go into our Chrome tab here, refresh the page. There we go. Okay, so I've got our caption up the top here. Then we have our headings for the columns, so rank, title, and developer. We have ranks of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then the titles of those different games, and the developer for each of those games there. Alright, so that is basically how to create a table and add data to your table using HTML. In the next tutorial, we'll look at how to style this table. So this table could do with some shading. It could also do with a nicer looking border. We could also add a little bit of spacing between these columns. And we could even just sort of arrange the text. So we might be able to center this text, align the numbers to the center of those cells. So there's a few things there we can do with the styling, also the font style and the size. Then we can do that using CSS. But for now, that's how to create a table using HTML. Okay, thanks for watching.